Ladies, gentlemen, and all friends besides, yes, I am Tessellating Hexagons, and yes, this is Kirby's epic yarn, but I have one question for you. Are you ready to sing the quack song? Because I don't think you're ready to sing the quack song. Take it away, Kirby. So yeah, welcome to space. Everything is ducks. It's weird, it's crazy, it's bananas, and we need that TV, so let's go Future City, my fam friendo. I'm doing weird sassy motions, and I'm not entirely sure why. I was going to open this episode with some sort of strange would you rather question to the effect of would you rather be 12 angry men or fight 12 angry men, but I'm not entirely sure what that would entail. I pressed up to up and the lift left without me. Rip. Oh, it's been a while since I've done the space levels. And what is it with video games and space? Okay, that question made more sense in my head simply because I was going to say, well, Super Magnetic Neo had a future world that I never actually got to as a child because I'm not good at that game, which is actually how I met Austin on Sugar, because he was playing it. In fact, he was Let's Playing it. And that's how I attached myself to him. I attached myself separately, like gravity. Speaking of gravity, space! Yes, clearly the future belongs to Cyprus. Hold on there, friendo. I said hold on there, my friendo. I'm holding very left. Excuse you. I feel robbed. No, piss off. I want to go back that way. How dare you? Stop it! Stop doing that, game! No! Yes, I am so petty that I restarted the level just to get a second shot at that. Because, like, I've fallen prey to exactly too many bamboozles in recent levels, so, you know what? If I can be petty and extra and whatnot, then I'm going to take the opportunity and get stuff, as opposed to getting stuffed, which is an expression that people may sometimes use. It almost looks like I could keep riding the choo-choo train, but somehow I don't think that would get me very many flavors of banana daiquiri. Because, I mean, you know, normally these things serve you martinis, and I want to space it up a little with difference. Space it with difference. Hello there, friend. This area reminds me of one of the Crash Bandicoot games for the Game Boy Advance. I don't remember which one. Excuse you, friend. I remember, I believe... I believe that Alex actually played it as part of, what was it? It was... Wait, which game was it? It was Grim Champ Tournament Versus, I think. He started playing this particular Crash game, and it's just that there's a space level in that, and the outside bits remind me of that, because there are platforms that go woodle one way, and then they woodle the other way, and they're circular, because everyone is a telephone operator in space. And I don't trust this at all. Fortunately, we have the power to hold friend. By which I mean, we can grab an enemy and float a little bit upwards. I've mentioned this before. I just like how you can grab a friend and get a little bit of height out of grabbing them. But yes, because these are red buttons, you could tell that they are only temporary Nickelback fans. They're not true fans of... Okay, I don't know why I'm going with the whole Nickelback route here. I'm not sure what the relevance is. Are some friends. Now, you probably won't know this because it's an episode I've not released yet. Oh, it's Scales. Oh, okay, I get it. But, I do seem to have taken on this rather strange habit of referring to people I'm about to kill as my friends. Maybe it's 'cause I've played too much Danganronpa, where I literally, you know, every friend is murder. Also, I love how the Waddle-Dees weights stop existing once you pick them up. And you can't fool me with your weight puzzles. What do you think this is? The Temple of Time, except, the Twilight Princess version? The Temple of World Enough and Time. I'm still not letting that go. It's been about 57 years since that episode of Doctor Who, and I'm still not letting it go. And oh, it's the SpongeBob. Yes, that's exactly what a UFO is called. A SpongeBob. Well, what even ever? There are directions in which I can travel. Wow, there is so much space in this space. Excuse you with your lasers, you can just stop that right away. Well, I'm going to go down then, because it looks like there is a down. But the up is also a place that exists. I don't know which way to go. I just want to get all of this stuff. Clearly this was the correct decision on my part. This was not the wrong room, and I'm going to be coming back for those. I'm going to make, like, Calvin Harris and Example and be coming back one day. Which is a surprisingly good song, bearing in mind, like, Example is usually a rapper person. And I'm really not the sort for rap, unless it's like epic rap battles of history, in which case it's more like insulting poetry, which... Wait, isn't that my YouTube name? Hello everyone, I am Insulting Poetry. But like, I don't normally go for Examples type of thing. And in that song, like, it's literally a tuneless song, but like, I don't mean that as an insult, it's just... The verses consist of just one note being rhythm. Yes, one note being rhythm, that is all. Also, space fire. You know, it's better than regular fire because it's in space! Not just regular space, but like, enthusiasm. Oh, that's a pretty building. Just to the right there with the rainbow colours and the hanky-spanky. What? The hanky-spanky! It sounds like some sort of weird and very questionable sexual dance. Of course, the hanky-spanky. It's like the scalene triangle, but slightly less sexual. And you there. I will absorb you. I said I will absorb you. Nope, nope, don't bother me, friend who will explode at me. Like some sort of detective drama. Because those are known to be explosive, right? Also, having a surprisingly good time in this level so far, considering it's the first one of the last world. You would have thought it would be a danger house. You know, a danger house. The house where you go to be dangerous. Excuse you, that is not how society functions. Give me back my gabbity mac, it's no good to you. It looks wrong because it's far too long for you. See, it was going so well, and then I had to comment on it. My giddy left testicle. And yet, excuse you, less of you. Honestly, it isn't even Tuesday. In fact, that's true. I'm recording this on a Wednesday for once. I'm being a responsible bubble. Responsive bubble, if you will. No, I'm going to absorb your arrows. I'm going to absorb you. I was looking through some of my old Discord messages earlier, just in pursuit of a particular group of words. And I believe it was Joth, who you may recognize from other series that I've done, who had been doing some programming, and I don't know, she'd put together this thing that was, it said words, and she turned it into a shitpost about Steven Universe at my recommendation. It was glorious, and with her permission I shall put it on screen just because it was a very fun yum time. So that happened. Oh, there's a woodle lump. You know, it's a lump of woodle, where you woodle lumpily. Well, I need child friend. I need a friend who is a child. Come back, Waddle Dee. Come back. Please don't tell me I've permanently screwed myself out of this as well, like in that other level that one time. Surely not. You see, I don't trust you. You're about to do that, and you did. Well, fine. I shall go this way, and then grab you, because there's more of you. Haha. I've beaten the system. What are you going to do about it, my friend? You know, my friend. Like, Croatia. Because there ain't no party like a Eurovision party, because it's not constrained by your standards, and thus does not end. Haha. I got the 5. Well, I have the 5 now, anyway. Really? Really? You expect me to go out the way I came in? I was trying to whip it from the inside, you know, whip it real good. And now you've denied me my extra bonus pants. I liked wearing those underneath my extra bonus trousers. Anyway, we do need to go back up and to the left at some point, because don't think I didn't see that treasure box. And, there's a fire, why? Don't burn me. I distinctly enjoy not being burned. If I just sit here like a pancake, then you can't touch me. I mean, you could probably touch me, but I'd prefer it if you didn't. Nope. Are we gonna go back and to the left at some point? You know, back and to the left. Back and to the left. I don't know what that's a reference to, I just know that it's a reference, so enjoy. How do get to thing? Clearly I've missed the boat on it. And we got another one of these fuzzy lumpkins. Well, this is going to be fun. Clearly, I'm not going to miss anything missable on this little boat ride through space on this space train to the cosmos. Delicious. It tastes of jam and beads, and the occasional coconut. Did I mention? I know I mentioned it in a previous episode. I don't know if I ever actually got to the damn point. Oh, ma. Oh, moan. Oh, moan. Oh, no. There's space. There's stuff in space. But, the orange beads remind me of coconuts, even though they don't look anything like coconuts, just because, there's one level that used them like coconuts, so they look like coconuts to me. Yeah, there is no way we're gonna get the space fruit. There was a treasure box in the previous area. We can't go back for it because, there is none to be had. Train? Train? Oh. I was worried. I thought I had to wait for a train to pass under me and be safe. Yeah. I'm gonna have to redo this level at some point, but... hee-ho, you know, it'll be fine. It's 3. It doesn't matter, I've got the gold. Well... I don't have any room to be salty, because... Frigid Fjords still exists, and I shall go back to that at some point, but for the moment, no. I must go back and get that weird upside-down ink stamp. Which I'll do at the end of this episode, because that's just how I repeat. You know, like every pop song where you repeat stuff, repeat stuff, repeat stuff. I think that was Bo Burnham. I don't know. Why do I make references that I can't back my ass up on? Anyway, quack song, because ducks. The future is ducks. Anyway, let's plug in the TV. As you do. I mean, you do that. do. So this is a rather interesting level. Tube Town! There are no tubes involved, even though... I don't know, boob tube is a thing that sometimes people who aren't from this country say. Also, I like how these platforms work, because they're like space and they go up. Now, if you've taken part in the YSC on my other channel, which don't look it up, it's been a bit dead for a while, you might recognize the music here. Because it's good music. So now we have more of those whippy platforms, except they whip themselves, or unwhip themselves. That's a very pretty chip down there with the colours. I mean, at this point, I'd almost expect there to be... Wait, hang on a minute. My brain did a dumb. I was going to say, I expect there to be different music because this is the American version. No, it isn't. This is the British version of the game with the British narrator. I'm just so used to doing Spyro, because I'm playing the American version of Spyro Gateway to Glimmer. Just because, in case you've missed that, that's a series that I've got ongoing alongside this one, and... I did, like, a minute of the first episode using my actual European disc, and then the rest of it I just did with the American PlayStation Network release, because I didn't trust my disc not to take too many damages, because it's old. Anyway, we got a digital clock! It's... oh, I am fond of those. Would you believe me if I told you that I wanted to open this episode by obnoxiously swinging from something and singing Bamboleo? Because that was an idea that crossed my mind, but I'm sort of... like, I enjoy the song, but at the same time, because it was performed by some people in one of my university modules, like, last month, I'm sort of a little bit sick of it. I know. Well, this is a thing that's gonna need fixing. I need to whip it really goodly. Howdly doodly dum. I'm surprised I can get that from down here. Very well. Let the whippage continue. Oh, come on. Yes, rely on the wall bumps to keep me in susplation. You know, susplation. It's a fine holiday resort in the Bahamas. The Bahamas is a country, isn't it? I think it is. It has a flag, anyway. Because that's a good barometer for testing a place's independence. Does it have a flag? Then it may be independent. Does it exist inside a locket? Then it is definitely independent. Okay, I see this is going to a place, but, like, not right now, please, friend. Because there's stuff over here. Ah! Okay, good. The Waddle-Doo did a respawn. There's nothing of value. Well, I mean, there's stuff of literal value in there, but, like... I think what should be do is whip you and then put you down. Another underrated feature of this game that I occasionally forget to employ. No, no, no. No! Whoa, whoa, whoa. That was a spicy grandma. Honestly. What are you doing eating grandparents? How spicy would you like them to be? Because this is Nando's, except instead of chicken, we serve grandparents. What the fuck am I? Ah! Oh! I thought that would be deadly, and it wasn't. It's just a light bridge, because this is Portal, clearly. Hello, friend. You can just seize. This just looks like a deadly laser. Are we going to reach a point where it will rise? What want make be do? Can make lift? Oh! Oh, that's a plug! I just realized that this fuzzy looking thing in the background, it's a plug! We'll plug you in. I barely remember that. And now we have square waves. Because that is a thing. Square waves, they exist. Like, you know, like sawtooth waves, except they're square, as opposed to triangular, because sawtooth waves are triangular. I don't trust this at all. And then, of course, there's Donald Hadouken Duck there. See, I know it's supposed to be Hadouken, but I still think that Hadouken is just more pleasing to say. Where are you going, friend? Everyone is a friend. Everyone is a telephone operator. I've been down this road before. You're just gonna attach to a thing that's not a thing. Well, how get? How get to? Nope. You don't get to exist. Oh. I meant to throw it at the seam in between the toodle. You know, the toodle. Your boy, oh. Well, once again, how get? I must go from underneath, clearly. I have solved the mystery of the yiddle of the universe. I need to go down and around town. There we go, I could just do that, and everything's the wrong way around. I just need to wait for that thing to come back so I can ride it upwards. Ride the child. Don't ride the child. You might break his spine, or her spine, or their spine. I'm not going to assume the gender of the child that you happen to be riding for some reason. Less of you. I'm going to unplug this plug, because contrary to what you might hear from the grim adventures of Billy and Mandy, perhaps you should leave an unplugged plug unplugged. Or better yet, unplug the plug that was formerly plugged. Ha ha ha. Why did that not make it be a yum electrocution? What? Why, Kirby, could you not just pick a direction and go with it like I was telling you to? I take extreme offenses at this. Plug in here, see what happens. I don't know what that did. Oh, it just made a star happen. Okay. You can just stop. Okay, so that was just for that. Okay. Duly noted for future references. Okay, friend, chase me again. Chase me. I like this as a gimmicky idea for the goo. Just doesn't help that Kirby's a little bit of a nyah when it comes to directions. What are you going to do, friend? Are you going to just follow me the way I came? Well, you can just get unplugged. Because there is a place we must take this, and I've yet to identify where it is. Probably over and to the above. Well, there's also that there. Well, that's just rather worrisome, isn't it? Well, that was just a very wrong. You can seize. So once again, we must do one last lap of the plug. You know, learn to love the plug. Well, I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything, okay? Because this game has had its fair share of instances of the bamboozle train. Stop it. You stop that. I am a fan of the sort of underwhelming reactions to stuff like this. Like, I think... I don't trust that not to hurt me if I touch it. But there was some Scooby-Doo thing where, like, the villain of the week is just like, haha, you know, I'm a vampire, and stop pursuing me or you'll never see the light of day again. And Velma's just like, you stop that. I only know of this because of Tumblr, though. Clearly we must bring it around town. I didn't need you after all, what'll do, you have failed me. Oh no, this isn't good. I must go down. I must go from underneath. I'm doing so poorly at this level. My woof. You know, my woof. You know, my woof. Have you ever had a dreams? Oh hey, that was suspiciously well timed. I I actually didn't mean to do the jumpy doodle there. You know, the jimpity jumpity, the lippity loppity leap. Have you ever been to Brighton? Because, I mean, it's a place. What indeed do I ambi the being of on today? Something tells me I shouldn't plug this plug-in yet. Like, maybe there's something else at the other side of this. I don't trust it not to do a death time, but I was wrong to not be trusting? It's weird how those pulses do in fact act as spikes when they're not really electric, they're just ripples. We are a nun, and they are making us ride the ripples so that we might become a nun on Ripple. Anyway, I was worried about that previous jump simply because I thought I might boop my head on the spiky spoo there. Incidentally, yeah, we are once again missing the second treasure. I don't want to go back through this level again. I mean, I like it, I appreciate it, but I don't want to redo. Ooh, there's stuff. Oh, well, here it is. That was a well-timed complaint on my part. Congratulations, I've complained correctly. Hee 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 hoo. Which is a perfectly normal way of laughing, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, Bean, how this way? There is a... yes, I will claim it. Like an Australian police department with a sense of humour. No. Oh, the Gordos. Well, I don't want to touch you. And I don't want you to touch me either. So can we just be mutually untouchable? And not... yeah, with your spike ass. Stop this, honestly. Most unpleasant. I do declare. Oh no, if we don't, we will do a crush. That is not good, that's how lines work, and this should be the go-owl. There we go. A revision to my trick from before. Hit the bell as the needle passes the one you want it to stop before. That's what I... like, you see that boop right next to the red needle? Just as that was passing the needle, that's when I hit the bell. Ring-a-ding-a-ding-a-ring-a-ding, Tube Town. Oh my god, I am unwatchable. Well, anyway. Much as I'd love to sign off this episode, I do need to go back through Future City and get the hidden thing, and I'm pretty sure radio waves don't look like that, but whatever, I'll live with it. So for the moment, let's open the next level, and then I will meet you back in Future City where I get the thing that I saw and missed. And this I appreciate. Yes, the TV is broadcasting radio waves. I like this. I approve of what just happened in front of my face. Space! So yes, in the next episode, we will just go to a level called Mysterious UFO. Fair enough. And also these are platforms, in case you couldn't tell, but anyway, I will just meet you at the second treasure. Oh my god. I'm going to cringe so hard when I edit this episode, it was just right there. I made a big deal about this section as well, and I just didn't bother to check. I made a mental note to check up there, and I forgot to, and... I've been and will continue to be Tessellating Hexagons, and I'll see you in the next episode. Now, pardon me while I finish this level.